And now it's time for the floor show here on 2 with a lineup of suitable follies in Cabaret at the Jongleurs.
Good evening and welcome to Jongleurs. My name's Arthur Smith. I'm the compere. Compere is, of course, French for Ben Elton. I'll be introducing the acts this evening as the evening wears off, and we're very lucky tonight to have one of the great legendary acts with us tonight, the great Trevor Small. And what he does is he takes small dogs and ties them into the shape of balloons. Anyway, now, do we have any students here this evening? Yeah? Because I'd like to say to all the students here this evening, the fire extinguishers are situated out there, right? Because I know how wacky you students can be, eh? Oh, well, sell me that rag mag. Oh, no, I've kidnapped the Dean of Sociology again. No, I shouldn't do it. I used to be a student myself back in the days, and all the men used to look like Joni Mitchell. All the women used to wear Laura Ashley duvet covers, you know. Well, like, you had to join societies. I joined the Dickhead Society, later changed the name to the Rugby Club. And their idea of a good night out was to see who could stick their head in a barrel of sick the longest. Oh, and every time, get them down, you Zulu warriors. What I'd like to do now, I'd like to introduce Lenny Bruce, but he's dead, unfortunately. So instead, I'll introduce a man. He's just going into pantomime. It's the world's first ideologically sound pantomime. It's called Snow White and the 7 Persons of Restricted Growth. He's not only a Marxist, he's also a magician. Here he is, Ian Saville.
Now, I'd like to introduce to you the person who's the inspiration behind many, if not all of these tricks. Are you there? Yes, on there. Yeah, out you come then. Now, in case you don't know, this is Karl Marx. Hello. It's a little-known fact. A little-known fact. Yes, a little-known fact. What is the little-known fact? I'm going to tell you the little-known fact. Tell us the little-known fact. I'm going to. Go on, then. Yes, I'll go. Go on, then. Look, why do you keep interrupting me? Well, Karl, yes. The reason, yes, I'd like to know the reason. The reason I keep interrupting you, what is it? It's because I read, you read, yes, I read in the book, which book? The book on ventriloquism, yeah. Well, I read that you have to keep up what? You have to keep up a quick cross flow, or what? A quick cross flow of patter. Oh, I see, so it looks as though we're talking at the same time. Personally, I think you should leave that out. Why is that? You think it's too much of a, you know, it's too illusionistic, shows too much of 2 characters? Is that what it is? No, it's not that. It's just that they can see your lips moving. Have you ever thought of using a picture of Marcel Marceau? I think that would suit your style of ventriloquism. Only the people in the front are applauding there, you know. And not back there, sorry. Right. Now, is there anything else you'd like to... Oh, yes, I was going to tell you the little-known fact. The little-known fact was that I originally wanted my theories done as conjuring tricks. Is that right? Absolutely right. What was it that stopped you? Engels. What, Friedrich Engels, your collaborator? Yeah, in what way? Well, I used to come home from a day at the British Museum, and I'd say, Engels. 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 He didn't live at my house, you see. No, he was in Manchester, wasn't he? And you were in London, yes. So I'd write to him, and in the letter I'd say, look, Engels, I've discovered this important new principle. Why don't we bring it out as a road trick? And what would his reaction be to that? He'd say something like, no, bring it out as theories of surplus value. Or the Grundrisse, or something like that. As a book, in other words. Yes. I was trying to avoid that word for your sake. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the assembled people here? I'd like to say all previous magicians have only interpreted the world. The point, however, is to change it. Why don't you have a go at adapting Son and I work into a magic trick? I will, Karl Marx. Good. So you go away. All right, right. Round of applause for Karl Marx. Large silk scarf. I don't know why I do that. It's got nothing to do with the trick, in fact. It is, in fact, a bourgeois flourish. Left over from when I was a bourgeois magician, because I am internally a mass of contradictions, some of which emerged during the course of this act, some of which I save up for the journey home. Large silk scarf. Tie a knot in the scarf. Now, this knot represents the knotty problems of society. And the question is, how do we solve the knotty problems of society? I can see a lot of you wondering that. Well, there are magic words here. And the magic words are mass action for a radical transformation of society from a society based on profit to a society based primarily on human need. So can you all join in after 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a bit of a vanguard movement over here, I can see. I'll tell you what. I can see we're going to have to simplify this. This is a broadly based act, so I'll simplify it down to one word that everybody can join in. I'll even say it. And that one word is solidarity. So can we all join in with solidarity after 3? 1, 2, 3. Solidarity! There we are, knotty problem solved. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. We are, in fact, the Metropolitan Police Community Theatre Group.
All right, yeah. We are the sing-along division. No doubt you've all seen the dance troupe, the SPG.
Yeah, we call them the Ballet Rambo, actually.
Ballet Rambo.
This is a number we're going to do for you now. This one goes down to Storm at our local, the Supergrass and Firkin.
Oh, love it,
yeah.
So our latest single is called Cops on 45.
My old man said sling him in the van. We'll make up the charges on the way. So off went the van with this Hell's Angel in it. He opened his gob, he sent it away. In his so I ran, ooh, I batted, ooh, I hit him with me truncheon. He lost his life in police custody. God blimey, but Amber said don't worry, because we'll ban the programme. Then we'll have our own inquiry.
I'll have an inquiry.
Their advisor, as a disguiser, PC number 69. They quote your number, you're in lumber. Keep it covered, 69.
Here's Robbie and Tottenham, Edworth, Brixton, what would you name it?
Keep the old fires burning, the overtime we're earning. You man went to mow a crowd down. You man, 2 men and his dog Spot went to mow a crowd down. I'm forever firing bullets, plastic bullets everywhere. They bounce so high, they take out your eye. And if you're unlucky, you might just die. Here come the water cannon, cover crusher. Break out the tear gas too. We've been trying it out in Ireland. Now we're trying it out on you. Now sing along. There's a new police bill coming down your way. Your precious civil liberties is taking them away. Stuff your welfare, just give us a police state where you can't march no more. Here we come, we're gonna do ya. Here we come, we're gonna do ya. We're the mighty boys in blue, yeah. And you can't march no more. Get off me panda, and you can't march no more. That's what's good night, sing it.
Pint of lager and a packet of crisps, please, mate.
Heard it.
Heard what? What are you talking about?
A pint of lager and a packet of crisps, and then you say, yeah, and one for the monkey.
Or the crocodile.
We've heard it, mate.
Look, you don't seem to understand. I'm not telling a joke. I just like a drink. OK, you can forget the crisps. Just the lager.
We've heard it.
Look, I don't know what your game is, but I'm thirsty and I'd like a drink. Now, please!
You mean you're not one of the comics?
No.
Never thought of becoming one?
No.
You should. You've got a terrific sense of humour, innit? Yeah, terrific.
Anne, hi.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Mwah. Mwah.
Are you having a good time?
Oh, God, these student parties are just brilliant, aren't
Oh,
they?
yeah, they're really good.
I mean, everybody's dossing around and having a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. Where's Roger?
Oh, I got a mark on my scarf. I sent him home to get me another one. I thought Tamsin and her even more idiotic boyfriend Marcus were coming tonight.
Oh, have you met him? He's practically retarded.
She always did prefer dominant men.
Right. How's it going with Roger?
Well, Sarah, we're just absolutely totally incompatible.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
All he ever talks about is shooting and rugger.
Oh,
He shows
boring.
no interest at all in designer clothes or ponies.
I really miss my ponies, don't you?
Oh, God, I do.
It's terrible. Still, it'll be all right next term, because you know how usually I don't get on with Dodgy because he's such a capitalist pig. Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, next time it's going to be really great because he's going to stable my ponies up here. Won't that be fun?
Oh, great.
And
Oh, God.
shall I skin up a Joe?
Oh, yeah. What have you got?
Well, actually, Abdul, that's my drugs dealer, you know.
Yeah.
He brought me some of that. Great guy. He brought me some of that Hampstead hash. you
Oh,
know.
really?
Actually, I'm pretty ratted already.
I never met Abdul, actually.
Didn't you? Well,
No.
everyone else did. God, Anne, how they stared just because he's coloured.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's absolutely pathetic, isn't it? Some people just don't know how to act with coloured people around, do they?
I know, they get all patronising and try to be all friendly.
I know, it's pathetic,
Yes,
isn't it?
mind you,
Yes.
you should have seen how envious Penny looked when she saw I had a black friend. Gave me a real kick showing him off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go on, write it up. Yeah,
Shall I?
absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
going to
go
be pretty pokey stuff.
on. Yeah, get it down. Go. Oh.
Yeah.
Have you seen Harriet's shoes?
Oh my God, she was wearing those at last month's party, and I swear it, she is really letting herself go.
Oh, well, what to expect from somebody doing biz stud?
I know. I mean, if she was doing if she was doing a more worthwhile course like Mediterranean studies, she might take a bit more interest in herself. Don't you think?
Yes.
Look at that bit of rough she's with. Oh, God, Sarah, he's drinking bitter. Oh, no.
What is she doing with him? He is on a full grant. Penny and Jeff told me.
Oh, God. His parents must be terribly poor.
Oh, I know, yes. I don't mind poor people. I just don't like to see them in Surrey. That's all.
Oh, I'm the same, yes. What, Sarah? What is it? What have I got a mark or something?
Sorry,
What?
no,
Sarah,
no, you've got a rhinoceros and a purple leotard breakdancing on your shoulder. Really, you have. Wow.
God, Sarah, you're really wrecked.
I know, I'm really ratted. I'm sorry. This stuff is even more pokey than that Bermondsey black we had last week. I mean, I think I'm just going to go horizontal, you know what I
Do
mean?
you want me to help you upstairs?
No, it's okay. There's a 5-star hotel around the corner. I thought I'd just book a suite and crash out around there for the night. Do you want to come?
Oh, I don't mind dossing down for one night.
Come on,
I
let's
suppose.
go.
Okay, here we are. Pass it round.
Bye.
Now, I would like to point out that all the male comedians on the bill tonight are wearing condoms. I think, actually, condoms are the finest, most effective form of contraception, because I always think, well, I've got to use a condom. I don't think I'll bother, really, you know. You know, it's some years, you know, since I used them. What with all this aging, you have got to use them, really. So I thought, well, I'll go and dig out a few old ones. Well, I didn't actually dig them out, obviously. Well, I did. I'd buried them for some reason. I don't know. Anyway, I dug them out, and it turned out they were past their shag-by date. So I thought, well, I better get some more. And there is this thing about men being embarrassed about going into shops and buying condoms. I wasn't. I bowled straight into the shop. I said, give me a big packet of condoms. And she said, well, no, this is a greengrocer's. So I said, oh, well, a roll of cling film will do, you know. Well, now, let's move on to the next act this evening. Now, The next band on this evening are, in fact, an a cappella band. I don't know if you know, a cappella is Latin for Christ Almighty, where have the musicians gone? And here they are. Will you enjoy the Dralon Underground?
Dum 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 dum.
We're hiding out deep in the jungles of Honduras. The media refer to us as Conquistadores. We're popular with all the Yankee upper classes. Our weapons come from leaking presidential assets. Our contrador respects your freedom and the rule of law. The right to liberty unless you're poor will make the whole world like El Salvador. We're wild and free, we'll keep the peasants all in poverty and fight for squalor and illiteracy. So give your money to me. We're saving South America for democracy. For Wendy burgers and repeats of I love Lucy. Support our cause, don't turn our fight into a failure, or we'll be forced to neutralize our genitalia. So don't resist, help us dismember every Sandinist. Make a donation, join our mailing list, or you'll be marked down as a communist. We're wild and free, we'll sell narcotics to your family and shoot your legs off if you don't agree to give your money to me. Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco, and no, I'm not. I'm married to a woman. I like marriage. I miss sex, but I like marriage. My wife's the only woman in the world premenstrual 23 days a month. February was a bitch. I like San Francisco, I do. My favorite true story is San Francisco. There was an earthquake in the Pacific Ocean. So all along the Pacific Rim, there was a tidal wave watch. And in San Francisco, 2,000 people went down to the beach to spectate a tidal wave. This is nature's way of weeding out the stupid. It's a Darwinian police action. Oh, hell, there it is. God, it's big, isn't it? And you know, there had to be one surfer in a wetsuit on a board going, all right, hella bitchin' radical wave, man. Bam, right in the pyramid building. The Pope's coming to San Francisco. The Pope. The progressive Pope, J2P2. Gonna drag the Roman Catholic Church kicking and screaming into the 13th century. Catholic Church has discovered some of its priests have AIDS. So lately we're finally forced to admit what we already know. Some of their clergy may actually be junkies. AIDS is a bitch, man. My old man didn't want to come visit me in San Francisco. Well, so I would love to come visit you. What about this AIDS crap? Think we'll catch it? Well, geez, Dad, I haven't get up on your personal habits lately. Sit down and keep your mouth shut, and that's a start, huh? Yeah, but isn't it true you can pick it up from a public toilet seat? Well, Dad, don't screw anything that looks like a toilet seat then, huh? I don't know what they think. There's this giant red cloud that descends on them, you know. alert, find shelter immediately. Ooga, dive, serpentine. And the media didn't care about AIDS till they found out heterosexuals were getting it. It was just the homos. Oh, it's the Lord's wrath come to smite down the butt slammers. Ha ha. Wait a minute, what's this? Hookers are getting it? No, we can't have that. Yeah, there was a movement in the States to tattoo anybody who tests positive for the AIDS virus on their butt. Doesn't show much compassion to blind poofters now, does it? Or Haitians with glaucoma, for that matter. Besides, what are they going to tattoo there? Wrong way, go back? Do not enter, severe tire damage? Other end up? AIDS is a bitch. I mean, it's one thing to come home and tell your wife she has to take penicillin for your spleen infection. It's another thing to come home and say, hi, honey, we're dead next year. I hear Ronald Reagan is putting condoms on his ears because he's afraid of getting hearing aids. Oh, settle down, it's a joke. It's the only joke you remember tomorrow morning, too, and you'll screw it up. Yeah, it's stuff coming out of his ears, I don't know. I'm glad Reagan's president. I'm a comedian. I love this Iranian explanation. Well, I didn't do anything wrong. And I promised not to do it again. And I forgot what it was that I did. Nancy's no dragon lady. She has no more to do with government decisions than I do. Thatcher's hip, though, huh? I love Maggie, man. She's a queen cream dream. You can put her in a wax museum without any alterations. Just change the pole up her butt once a month. Every time I see Maggie, I wonder, did Ava Brown really die in that bunker in 45? You guys have been great. I've been Durst. Thanks a lot.
Listen, you piss-taking hyena. If one of you don't serve me right now, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna climb over this bar, grab you by the neck, turn that bottle washer on, and plait your hair.
Yeah, what about me?
You? I'm gonna replace that missing tooth with a beer keg.
He's topical, isn't he? All that irony, eh? And he don't laugh at his own jokes.
Oh, sheer deadpan.
Yeah, mate, we'd love to stand here talking to you all night. Well, we can't, we've got work to do. Yes, Yuppie.
You left this in the dressing room, man. Right, we'll have it. It's gonna be difficult. Now, hold it. God, I hate this. I feel sick every time I do this. Alex, careful. Alex, my neck, Alex. My arm, you're sitting on my arm. Alex. Oh, get off. Hey! What's in the case? What's in the case? I hope you know what's in the case. Sorry.
You're throttling me.
I know, but I'm trying to open the case. Sorry. Let go. What'd you put it there for? I didn't put it there. You didn't do that in rehearsal, did you? Ow. You're right. Yeah. I'm just going to throw this case over your head. Don't worry about it. Well, I wouldn't have sat there, would you? Oh, you? Oh, that's it. We better get a little... You've got the stuff, Alex. The stuff. The stuff. Yes. I'll get it. You get it. I'll get it. No. Very generous. Don't hit me.
Hockle-playing?
I am.
Hockle-playing? What are you doing?
No, wait a minute, Chris. Chris, I've got 5 of these.
Chris, I think, no, share them, down the middle. No, wait. Light them, Alex. Set me on fire.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going over there.
I'm going over there.
Okay, go.
Good luck. Go. No, Chris, wait. Alex, let go of my braces. No, don't let go of my braces, Alex. Wait. Aha! No. You're insane, Alex. You're completely... Alex, I've got a problem. Okay.
Come over here. Just work with it.
Pedal.
Work with it.
Okay. Very relaxed. You weren't here during the rehearsal, were you?
Oh, God.
No. Yeah. Good luck.
And you. Please.
This is serious, really.
It is?
Seriously difficult.
The brilliant Mr. Adams and Mr. Dandridge. Well, alas, we're approaching the end of the evening now. But I'd like to say that anyone watching here tonight and anyone watching at home, why not have sex this evening? Safe sex, obviously, because you know what they say, a good bit of sex is the equivalent of walking 10 miles, which means that some couples do up to 70,000 miles in a lifetime, and other individuals walk alone even further. Like me. I'd like quickly to do an impression now. Now, this is an impression of Frankie Howard reading a Dylan Thomas poem, all right? Yes. Do not go gentle into that good night. No, missus, don't. No. Yeah, all little tit around there, yes. Dead men... Oh, dear, no, I'm sorry, I can't inflict any more of that on you, I'm afraid. We have arrived here. It's good night from Jongleurs, but why not pin back your lug holes and get one last bash of the mellifluous tones of the Dralon Underground. Good night.
Come on. I don't care if you work for the BBC, mate.
And you've got to bring it.
But shut up when you talk to me.
The girl I love is from Ukraine. She is driving me insane. When I see her looking svelte, my central core begins to melt. I can't tell you how I feel about that girl from Chernobyl. When I squeeze her down below, her whole body starts to glow. If I take her on a date, she begins to radiate. Gonna buy some iodine pills for my little lady from Chernobyl. And she says that she's all mine every time I walk her home. And when her eyes sparkle and shine,
looks like I got China syndrome.
I'm gonna love her every day. Gonna have to stop her going away. She's my lady, I'm her gent. Gonna have to cover her with cement. Her kiss gives me such a thrill. I love that lady from Chernobyl. Gonna power my automobile with my little lady from Chernobyl. Good night.
Right, come on, time to go home.
Well, we warned them.
We ain't gonna tell them again.
Ready?
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Where's the door?
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, Joan Bakewell gets roped in somehow for the first of a new series featuring that great comedy duo, French and Saunders. In a moment here on 2, Newsnight.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's quite late. Will you stay?
This is BBC2, and now, Newsnight.
NATO's leaders go home trumpeting a success. But have they really solved the problem of what to do about their nuclear weapons?
Good evening, President Reagan, Mrs.